I have a very special guest today, at Crypto Cindy, also known as just Sydney. Welcome, Cindy.
Hello, Colin, and hello everyone who is watching the live stream.
Hello, hello. So, where are you at right now? I think it's the morning for you. It's nighttime for me.
Hello, Colin, and hello everyone who is watching the live stream.
Oops, you got some echo going on.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Hello, Cindy.
Yeah. Currently I'm based in Hangzhou, China.
Gotcha, gotcha. Right now, what part of China is that? Like east, west, south, north?
Uh, it's in east, of course, east.
East. Gotcha, gotcha. Cool, cool. So, I always like to get start from the beginning. So, how did you first get involved into cryptocurrency?
So I first learned about Bitcoin in 2017. Oh no, actually in 2014. But like everybody else, I thought it was a Ponzi. And later in 2017, I joined HBTC and worked as their English editor. And at that time, I interviewed a lot of whales and influential figures in this industry like CILII, Jiang Zhuo'er, and some friends from Bitman. And that is how I started to truly learn everything about Bitcoin. And in 2017, when Bitcoin forked into BTC and BCH, I joined bitcoin.com to work as a full-time editor to promote Bitcoin Cash. And I held a lot of Bitcoin Cash meetups in multiple cities in China. And last July, I founded Satoshi's Angels with Akani.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about Satoshi's Angels, and I think it's really cool. So, you worked at Bitmain before, right? If I understood you correctly.
No, before I worked at bitcoin.com and OKEX,
Okay,
the currency exchange.
okay, okay. EX, I should say. Okay, cool. And so, yeah, so you kind of made your way into Bitcoin Cash through Bitcoin.com then.
Yes.
Yes, gotcha, gotcha. And so, um, another question I like to ask is, have you used your Bitcoin Cash to buy things, to spend on things?
Sorry, I missed this question.
Yeah, sure. Have you used your Bitcoin or Bitcoin Cash to buy things, like online, in person? Hello?
Hello.
Hello. Think connection's kind of spotty. Have you used your Bitcoin?
I can hear you now.
Okay, cool, awesome. So my question was, have you used your Bitcoin or Bitcoin Cash to buy things, like online or in person?
Yeah, actually, when working at bitcoin.com, Roger Ver always paid us in Bitcoin Cash for our salary. And in 2017, I I actually went to a restaurant in China and used the Bitcoin Cash to buy beers and uh, a very special food in Mexico. It's called taco, I think.
Taco? You bought a taco at a Mexican restaurant in China with Bitcoin Cash.
Yeah,
Nice.
with Jake Smith.
With what?
I actually enjoyed that food with Jake Smith and Adrius, a founder of SideShift.
Sorry, did you say with a type of meat, or did you say a person?
A person, Jake Smith.
Oh, okay. I was confused there. Gotcha. I guess I don't know who that is then. Gotcha. And so, is there still like merchants around you accepting Bitcoin Cash? Have you done that recently?
I missed that question again.
Sure. Are there still merchants around you where you can spend your Bitcoin Cash?
Yes, actually, right out where I live in Hangzhou, there is a person who sell all these kinds of digital products. He actually accepts a Bitcoin Cash.
Nice. Nice. Cool. And so, yeah, so the next thing probably in your timeline of events, so you worked at bitcoin.com and then you founded Satoshi's Angels, right? And so can you tell me about Satoshi's Angels a little bit, what you guys do? What you girls do, I should say.
Yeah, the reason we started Satoshi's Angels is we feel like girls actually is more good at doing the communicating and marketing than boys. Um, just take George Danieli, for example. He actually contributed a lot to the community, but people all hate him. I see him often got kicked out in the Chinese WeChat groups. I guess it's more like boys sometimes can be too ambitious to work with other people. So we feel we need more ladies in this community to improve the image of Bitcoin Cash. So last July, me and Akani, we founded Satoshi's Angels in Hong Kong, and we want to help grow Bitcoin user bases and improve in the crypto industry. And this year we also have Jolly. We also have Ellie joined us as our business director.
Yeah, Eleanor. Yeah, she was on my live stream, my 100th live stream last Friday, and so I got to talk to her for first time in a while. So yeah, I think I might have to agree with you there. Um, Encoding overload. I think it's because I'm running Chrome instead of Brave. Anyways, that's a long story. But yeah, she was on my stream, and then so yeah, Satoshi's Angels. I agree with you. I think men are very like competitive at what they do, and it kind of is a little brash sometimes, especially when you're like talking to individuals on the internet. I know a lot of times myself, I can I'm like already kind of jaded. I'm already like kind of already skeptical of like people asking questions because I'm like, is this bait? Are they trying to do that? And I can come off kind of brash. And so, yeah, I think like a gentler touch is needed. And I guess that's from a woman's standpoint. And I think people in general, especially men, enjoy being talking to women more than other men too. So I think that helps as well. So what are some events that you guys have done or some like activities you guys have put on to help push adoption?
Um, for me, I interview a lot of develop Bitcoin Cash developers and investors, just like Mark Damaso and Mike Komaraski. And this May, we had a live stream with 5 Bitcoin Cash full node team to let the Chinese community learn who are the developers behind Bitcoin Cash. And actually, this November 13, we will have Jiang to tell people everything, the story behind the upcoming fork. So my part is more about to educate people what Bitcoin Cash is all about and who are the people behind the coin and who has been supporting it, who are the developers. For Akani and Ali, they meetups and hackathons.
Gotcha. Yeah, I saw your Big Boys, Big Blocks. I like that title, by the way. That's a nice title for your stream, Big Boys, Big Blocks.
Yes.
And so I saw the one with actually I think I listened to the one with Mark, but I definitely saw the one with Mike and the other Chinese guy that was in there too. And so you kind of have a special what's skill set, I guess is kind of the word for it, is that you speak both English and Chinese. So you kind of get a perspective into the Chinese community and, of course, the English community. And so I guess I know this is like a very broad question at this point, but what do you see like between the two communities, specifically when it comes to Bitcoin Cash?
Well, for the West community, there are a lot of developers, but for the Chinese community, there are a large user base of Bitcoin Cash investors. So they care more about the price. And when the price doesn't perform well, they tend to complain a lot. And then they will wonder why has been performing like this in the past 2 years. So they blame developers a lot. And then in the West community, we see developers discuss and have fight. But it's more about whether they should improve or delete some technical features on Bitcoin Cash. Is not about price. So I feel the Chinese community is more focused on the price side.
Gotcha. That makes sense for sure. So, speaking both languages, do you like kind of communicate some of what the Western developers are doing to the Chinese audience to try and keep them up to date?
Starting from this week, we will do a thing called Bitcoin Cash Weekly News to help the Chinese community learn what is going on in the Western community. And we will do it in multiple languages: Japanese, French, Chinese, and English. So we will help the East and the West to learn more about each other.
Gotcha. Yeah, so that's kind of what you did with the Big Boys Big Blocks. Is it was kind of two languages, right? And it was mostly a Chinese audience. So when like Mike Komaransky was talking, would you be like translating for them, or like how would that kind of language barrier be solved? Because you do live.
Oh, when I
Go ahead.
yeah.
Because you do live streams through.
I was working both as the MC, and I will also do the translation part for our guests.
Oh, gotcha. So yeah, that's it's quite the job. And so coming up, what do you? I'll ask about the Chinese community in general. What do they think about the upcoming Bitcoin Cash fork, the split coming up on November 15th? Is there negative sentiment? Is there neutral? Do they not really care as long as the price goes up? What's kind of the general feel over there?
Well, generally, the whole Chinese community is very pessimistic. They feel like Bitcoin Cash has been abandoned by the crypto market, and they actually, we see a lot of people in the Chinese WeChat group discuss that how Bitcoin Cash will go to zero.
That's not good. You got to remind them Bitcoin Cash is still the number 5 coin. It's still the number 5 coin. It's still one of the biggest coins. It made the price, the ratio of Bitcoin Cash to Bitcoin has been going down, but it's still number 5. Still number 5. Still pretty good.
Yeah, the question is that they think 2 forks each year is too much to them. So they are actually discussing how Bitcoin Cash should make a network upgrade, like once a year or even once 2 years instead of twice per year.
Yeah, I think that'd be good overall. Just because I've seen services go down just about every fork, and if we could just spread that out a little bit, that'd be great. So I guess what's your opinion on the upcoming fork? What do you think?
Well, I think we actually did a bad marketing for the upcoming fork, because for the previous forks, we attracted a lot of media attention, but for this time there is actually not so many people discuss the fork, especially from the media side. So I feel it is actually more like an airdrop because we see Bitcoin Cash A coin, the price of BCH A or Bitcoin ABC coin is performing like this, decline directly. So when it doesn't has a good price, it has no room for imagination and no room for speculation. This way people will have this way it cannot attract people's attention. But after the fork, I actually believe the community will become more united, and we will focus on to improve. We will focus on to make Bitcoin Cash a better currency to use.
So yeah, I mean, I'm like the
Because
go ahead.
All the Bitcoin Cash, yes.
Go ahead.
Because for all the Bitcoin Cash node developers, they successfully raised the money in Flip Starter campaigns. So from now on, they cannot complain that they have no money to do the development things.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see that going forward, to see if they will continue to get those Flip Starter funds into the future. And so I would assume if they do a good job, then they will continue to get the Flip Starter funds. So that will definitely be interesting to see play out. And so will the ABC chain and their dev tax play out as well. So it's kind of like a whole two new concepts playing out right in front of our eyes. So it's very, very interesting to say the least. I think it's kind of a negative going up into the fork, but I think after the fork will be very good for Bitcoin Cash. So I'm very excited.
Yeah, actually, I'm a little bit surprised that Coinbase announced that they doesn't even support the ABC chain.
Yeah, that was very surprising. I was gonna ask about that at some point too. That well, with BSV, what they didn't support BSV right away, but after a couple months, they gave everybody that held Bitcoin Cash their BSV. A couple months later, they were like, you can withdraw it now, and so a lot of people did that. And so if ABC is worth a decent amount later, they could possibly do that still, but there's no guarantees at all yet. And so I'm curious now, because that's like one of the biggest announcements about the fork, and that happened just yesterday. How did the Chinese community respond to that? Was there positive news? What was the feeling like after that?
Well, there is some conspiracy theories goes on. Some people say it is because Josh Elithop from BCHD works as the CTO of Coinbase, and he convinced the people at Coinbase to not support ABC chain.
I mean, he might have gave an opinion, but I mean, the price is kind of self-reflecting in itself too. So, yeah, could have happened, could have not. I'm not really too familiar on that. I think people on both sides have probably reached out to different exchanges at this point too, to try and convince them of the merits of their fork anyways. So yeah. So yes. Yeah, I guess my question now is Satoshi's Angels. So are you guys, what are some more plans for you guys in the future? Is it meetups, live streams? What other like type of marketing do you think would be good for Bitcoin Cash? Because I mean, technically, I guess I'm a Bitcoin Cash marketer as well, and so this is where I'm curious. Because I mean, I just do silly online videos, and some gain traction, some don't. And so, what do you think is some of the best things that we can do to continue to market Bitcoin Cash?
First, I just want to thank everyone who pledged to us for our Flip Starter campaign last month. We have successfully raised 331 Bitcoin Cash for our 6-month marketing plan. So first off, I just want to thank everyone who made a pledge. And for the next 6 months, we will see more. We will see people can expect more big boys, big blogs interviews, and we will also have Bitcoin Cash weekly news and Bitcoin Cash tutorial videos and meetups and hackathons going on, held by Satoshi's Angels. And also, I am expecting Bitcoin Cash developers to actually have some new projects, especially projects that like DeFi and DEX that the whole crypto industry is talking about. I'm actually expecting general protocols to give us some very good news in this space.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's very exciting. It's a D token. The Smeggers, the guy behind CryptoPhil, his team is launching D token right after the fork on the 15th, and so that will be really exciting. That's a decentralized exchange right there, and basically a DEX, and so that will be really cool to see that launch. And so yeah, I guess it's just marketing, doing more videos. I think meetups are huge. I would love to see a lot of those pop up. I should probably there is one in Atlanta where I live, but I should probably like help support it more and make it grow more because I think meetups are really cool and fun and build the community and trying to convince a bunch of business owners that hey, we'll come here every month and pay you in Bitcoin Cash if you accept Bitcoin Cash. And so I think that's really important. So yeah, it's just like finding the roots of peer-to-peer cash again, right? It's like trying to find why we're here. We're here to change the world, right?
Yes.
And so I think that's really important. Um,
Yeah, because everything we do, we just want to improve people's confidence in Bitcoin Cash. Because when speaking of Bitcoin Cash, people always think of Jihan Wu and Roger Ver. And when Jihan became silent, people will think Bitcoin Cash is abandoned, is the unwanted child. So we just want to raise the people's awareness that there is actually a lot of people behind Bitcoin Cash, like Mike Komorowski, Mark Damaso, and we have people from the Spanish community. We all believe in Bitcoin Cash, and we have so many brilliant developers believe Bitcoin Cash will be the top one currency. So we just want to improve people's confidence.
mhm. Tao Jones just donates some Bitcoin Cash and said, "Hi, Cindy." So,
Hi.
so yeah, your big boys, big block. So, what platform is that on that you do that live stream? It's like a Chinese live streaming platform.
It is all of the big boys, big blogs interview are held in Bihu. Bihu is something like the combination of YouTube and Steemit, where you can do the live stream things, but you can also publish crypto stories and earn platform tokens.
Okay, so that's like it's a crypto YouTubing site for China. What is it? What is it called? How do you spell that? I want to look it up really fast.
The website is bihu.com, Bihu.
Bihu. All right, I'll check it out and then yeah, you do live translated on that, which is super cool. And so you live stream, like, can people just like send you money like Tao Jones just sent me money? Can they send you crypto when you're live streaming?
They cannot send your tokens when you do live stream, but actually you can earn a lot of their platform tokens when you publish stories on their platform.
I got you. So it's kind of like read.cash and YouTube. Interesting. Stream delay OP. Yeah, little stream delay. Yes, D token, SP token. So my question is, Bitcoin BTC. So, I mean, it's obviously pumping right now. It's going up, and so what do you? I mean, you're into Bitcoin because you can't use BTC very well because of the high transaction fees, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what is your opinion on the whole narrative of Bitcoin being a store of value and not a medium of exchange? And what do you say to the people who think Bitcoin is supposed to be a digital gold? Do you experience these people in China a lot?
Yeah, I can totally understand why people will think Bitcoin as a store of value and call it the digital gold. because the Bitcoin and gold, they actually have many similarities, so it is totally understandable. But as the crypto market keeps evolving, we will have users who have different demands and who have different needs. So we need to have new coins to fit for people's new demands. And we believe that in a free market, people need to have choices. So some people like store of value, some people like peer-to-peer electron cash, and some people like privacy coins. That is why we now have so many different coins, and we see the market cap of Bitcoin declines. It is more healthy to see. It is we can help the crypto industry more robust to see Bitcoin market cap goes decline.
Yeah, it's going up right now though, so that makes me sad. It's Bitcoin dominance is at 66% right now. But yeah, personally, I mean, all those things you named, store value, peer-to-peer cash, and privacy, I think why not put all of them in the same coin? And that's when you have Bitcoin Cash with Cash Fusion, because anything can be a store of value. A pair of socks could be a store of value if you think about it hard enough. And medium of exchange, well, everybody has to accept socks, so then it's not good medium exchange. So anyways, I think all three of them can be in the same thing. So I think Bitcoin Cash could do that quite well. But yeah, yeah, you do see more and more all kinds of altcoins popping up as well. So there's definitely demand for new technology, and it's just a matter of like weeding out the Ponzi schemes, right?
Yeah, just like this year we see DeFi and decentralized exchanges are getting more traction. And BCH can actually do nothing with DeFi.
Sorry, say that again.
I mean, the crypto market is actually evolving very fast. Just like this year, we see DeFi and decentralized exchanges getting more traction. But with BTC and BCH, you cannot actually do anything with DeFi. Ethereum actually can do a lot of DeFi. That is why Ethereum has been performing so well. So I'm expecting developers of Bitcoin Cash to do more things on DeFi.
Yeah, I agree. To me, DeFi is interesting because I think a lot of the price pumps from Ethereum is obviously from DeFi, but I think that was because there was so much opportunity for just like random shit coins to you buy and you make a lot of money, and so people had to pay gas fees and you had to use Ethereum then. But I mean, I guess there is other use for DeFi, like loans and stuff like this, flash loans and dexes. But yeah, it's almost like a hype thing to me, and I will remain pure at heart and say I think the key aspect of cryptocurrency is to be a peer-to-peer electronic cash and not some crazy smart contract. But if it pumps our bags, I guess that's cool. If it pumps our BCash bags, why not, right? Let's see what else we got. Hello everybody in chat, by the way. Do we have any questions for Miss Cindy over here, the host of Big Boys Big Blocks? Do you have any of those shows coming up?
Yeah, in November 13th, we will have Jiang Zhu'er to join us to talk about the upcoming fork on Bihu.
Nice. Yeah, November 13th. That would be next week, Friday. So very cool. I'm excited to see that. And so, calling in instead. That's close. How big are the blocks? Big Boys Big Block.
Some people ask how big are why don't you ask how big are the boys?
Yeah, how big are the boys? I don't. That's a good response. Good answer. How big how big how big are the boys? Jesus Christ. BCH interfederal. If it is any consolation, BCH will probably rise in price if BTC does. Yes, the ratio is continuing to go down though, but so are all the altcoins. So big boy. Yeah, it's quite the market moves today. Almost hit 16,000 BTC, and BCH is about 255 right now. How big are the boys? Big boys, big blocks, and so Akane. So Akane and Eleanor both focused on meetups then, right?
Yes. And Ellie will also help us to expand our business side.
Gotcha. So what does that mean exactly? Expand the business side.
Sorry, what's the question?
When you say she's going to expand the business side, does that mean you're going to try and create some profit for Satoshi's Angels?
Actually, we do AMAs, and we will charge blockchain projects to pay us. Just like this year, we did AMA for CoinEx and Avalanche, and they need to pay us. And we also do some other events for exchanges in China. It is all well. Satoshi Angels is a for-profit organization.
Nice. That's the way to do it. So here's a question for you. Is the Chinese community finalized with BCHN, or are they open for ABC leading BCH?
Mm-hmm. It is mostly about Bitcoin Cash now, but we expect to have other projects to know more about us. So you need to interview us often to improve our publicity calling.
Okay, I'll have Eleanor on next, and then Akane. I think, have I had Akane on? I think I did. Maybe it was a live day stream, but I have chatted to all three of you, but I guess I will. You guys are doing some important stuff for sure. Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, I see. An audience asking is the Chinese community. Yeah, let me answer this question. So currently, the Chinese community has not 100% accepted Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin Cash node, because they think that Bitcoin Cash node is the rebellion who is trying to overthrowing Bitcoin Cash ABC, and they are all guessing who are exactly the person behind BCHN. Some people say it's Roger Ver. It's Roger Ver who is controlling BCHN. That's the comment I see in the WeChat group. So that's not what I said. But for Bitcoin Cash ABC, I don't know why, but Amory has been very active in WeChat group. He's talking with these Chinese Bitcoin Cash Chinese Bitcoin Cash investors every day in WeChat groups. He's very, very active, and I see some people feel sorry for Amory, but at the other side, we also feel that Amory hasn't do so much in the past 2 years. Just take this November upgrade for example. What he did nothing new to this upgrade. What he taking is just like the he simply cut the 50. Sorry, I forgot what is that. On-chain transaction limit. He only did that in the whole year. So we feel Amory really did a bad job. And we feel Amory is kind of too dictatorial to communicate with other people. And but also at the other side, some people feel really sorry for him, because we feel it is actually Amory who brought Bitcoin Cash into the community, and not because the price performs so bad and people complain it's all Amory's responsibility.
Gotcha. That's a nice detailed answer. Thank you for that.
But the majority of the Chinese community has not all accepted BCHN, because we see BCHN is really doing a good job in marketing things. They have a video to introduce everyone from their team, and they have they update their development things with the Chinese community. So people, generally we are more fond of BCHN.
Gotcha. Sounds good. Thank you. Yeah, it's interesting how these different it's just like narratives, really, how the different ways of thinking kind of go through different communities, English, the West and the East. It's very interesting to see that happen, and because it's almost like a different mindset. From my experience, from what I've observed, kind of, is that the West is very much more individualistic, and the East is a little bit more like collectivist, for lack of a better word. And so, yeah, it's interesting to see the different things play out in the different sides. So, rebellion. They've always been here. They just rebranded. Yeah, that's the thing with the BCHN people. I mean, the video that they put out, a lot of people in the English community thought it was kind of cringe. They thought it was kind of like weird and awkward. And I guess my question now is, so did the Chinese community feel that way, or was that a kind of an English thing?
Yep. What's the question?
So the video you mentioned, the Bitcoin Cash node video, where they introduced the team and gave them the backgrounds. In the English community, a lot of people thought that video was kind of like cringe and kind of like awkward. Did the East think that, or was it just like, oh, this is informational?
Oh, the Chinese community are very fond of the BCHN video to tell us their background. In that video, I think that video has 10 minutes long.
Yeah.
Each developer behind the BCHN introduced themselves, what they do in the team, and that's though they speak in English, but actually they found a girl to add the Chinese subtitle for that video.
Nice.
This is actually the very first time we see any development team of Bitcoin Cash to do that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's a good point, because there's so much content about Bitcoin Cash in English, and I would assume that the Chinese community can't even read or watch because there's no subtitles. So yeah, that's cool they did that, and I think that's like an important thing. We have a global money, but it's mostly only in one language. So yeah, that'd be good to get those type of translations. I should probably do a translation for my short little 4-minute video. Now that I'm saying it, I should probably get a Chinese translation for it. Good time to BCH. Yeah, it's is there many Chinese BCH content creators, or are you kind of one of the only ones? Are you one of the only Chinese content creators, or are there other ones for Bitcoin Cash?
We actually have many content creators in China, but some people just got so upset as because they actually taking a lot of pressure because we have a lot of trolls in the Chinese community who call BCH Bcash and call us the puppies of Jihanwu and Jiangzhou. So some people got intimidated and so upset to stop writing. I'm probably the only girl who has been always so loud about Bitcoin Cash.
Yeah, I feel that same way. I think the Bcash has kind of lessened a little bit, but yeah, I could definitely see that them being like attacked for that. So you go ahead.
Yeah, actually, there are a lot of people say Cindy has been so supportive of Bitcoin Cash because she wants to marry Jihan Wu. I hear that a lot.
Is that true?
Of course not.
Sure. Okay, I see you. So yeah, what else have you experienced from being a supporter of Bitcoin Cash besides being told you want to marry Jihan?
Some people think it's very stupid for a girl to be such a high profile about Bitcoin Cash because the more you promote for this coin, but the price never changed. So that's the only thing bothers me these days.
Yeah, well, if you weren't here, then the price would go down and not stay the same. So yeah, that's right. Yeah, I guess that is it. So you kind of get singled out for being like a woman creator. I don't know if Eleanor specifically, for example, would kind of be not like attacked, but kind of like said like, oh, you're a woman, you can't do that. That's like kind of interesting to me that they would like say that you're a girl, you shouldn't do this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So sorry you have to go through that. That's something I didn't realize was going on over there. Like, whip them boys in shit. Say, I do what I want.
Yeah, though I'm not big boys, but I'm a big girl.
That's right. Big girls, big blocks.
Yeah.
Ooh, Jihan. I guess we come to the point. Do you have any questions for me?
Yeah, actually, I'm also doing live stream and make videos in the Chinese community. So I'm learning the cutting and editing things about making videos. I want to know how constantly you update your videos.
So yeah, usually I don't do like edited videos unless I have a good idea for one. I try to do a live stream like this 2 times a week because I don't have to edit and they're easier to put out and there's less time I have to just put into it because it's easy because it's a live stream. I'm sure you understand. And so I don't know if you saw, I just did like I did the funny little edit of your and Mike's episode of Big Boys, Big Blocks. You were so funny in it. I had to make a compilation of all your funny moments. And then so I also did like a Wojak meme video I just put out today. And so yeah, whenever I just get a good idea, I'll do it. If I don't have a good idea for edited video, then I wouldn't do it. But yeah, it's definitely a process to put together like a short edited video for sure. So yeah, it's fun though. It's fun because you can just take the best moments. When I'm doing a live show, it's kind of stressful because you don't want to make it too boring. And it's going to be a long time, so you really have to fill it with content. But yeah, editing is fun because you can do pacing, you can make funny moments, and so yeah, it's fun. It's definitely fun. So play it, please. Yeah, let's play it. Let's play it. We're gonna play the video.
Yes. Oh, and also the view outside your window, is that true or it is just a picture?
Back there? Oh yeah, it's always sunset here. Yeah, it's always sunset in this. No, it's not real. It's a green screen behind me. See, I wish it was real. That'd be a good one. Tricked you.
Yeah.
Gotcha. That's you'll have to learn some green screen. You can put yourself wherever you want next time. Okay, we're gonna. Okay, we're gonna find this video I made with you. I think it was about a week or so ago, so it might be kind of lost. All right, let's switch over. Here it is. Yeah, you got some people talking about sex movies in your chat. You guys get wild over there.
Yeah, in reality. Hello, it's Cindy.
Oh,
Anytime I sell my Bitcoin,
Trust me, folks, BCHN is so way much better than BTC. BTC has no future, but BCHN is BCH. Remember that BCHN is BCH in the current in the status quo, and we'll see that.
you heard it here. That's right.
With Bitcoin at
I personally did.
newbie. It's a shame that it's a shame. Why when speaking at shame, I just wanna say it's a shame, it's a shame, it's a shame. Don't trade. And we got an audience asking if Bitcoin Cash can do without Bitcoin Cash ABC. Mike said that. Sorry, I can't repeat what he said. That is so cruel. If we keep Bitcoin ABC out of Bitcoin Cash, how will that impact Bitcoin Cash?
I think it's fine. I think they've been behaving very bad.
Fast forward a
Can't
little bit.
sit here anymore. I need to go and rescue Mike. He's gonna be blown away by typhoon.
So he told me he actually did have a typhoon at his house. Was this a picture of his actual tree? Was that his tree?
Yeah, it is actually what happens when we have the live stream. The tree was blowing down outside Mike's window. This is actually true.
Yeah. Wow. You just have that big. You show big boys, big blocks. Just has so much power. It just blows down trees, huh?
Yeah, this is how much Mike loves Bitcoin Cash. He'd rather to sacrifice himself to shield for Bitcoin Cash.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pure dedication right there. Oh man. Oh man, oh man. So do we have any more questions for Cindy in the chat here? I know we're getting a little spicy in the chat here. Getting a little spicy. A little ABC, BCHN node arguments. But yeah. So excited to see the next episode of Big Boys, Big Blocks. And I hope you continue to do your reactions in those edited videos. Those are wonderful. I love those a lot. Me and my wife say, it's a shame, it's a shame, it's a shame all the time now. So thank you for that.
And thank you for doing this live stream then.
Yeah, no problem at all. And so looks like we don't have any more questions, but if we do, put them down right now. Cool. So yeah, me and Mike I'm actually going to go down to Typhoon Miami, Florida, during the fork, and we're gonna stream during the fork time. So that should be fun. Me and Michael are gonna have a little setup down there. So should be pretty awesome. So I'm excited for the fork. Excited to see what happens. D token's gonna launch that day. That DEX. So I'm very excited for that as well. And so yeah. Do you have any last final thoughts?
I just want to thank everyone who has been investing in Bitcoin Cash and has been so resilient in still holding that coin. We will definitely expect more good things happen in Bitcoin Cash.
That's right.
Hang in there, guys.
That's right. Hang in there, everybody. You heard it from Sydney. All right, Sydney. Thank you so much for joining me on the show. Hope you had some fun. I know I did. And thank everybody for watching. Everybody have a good night.
And everybody have a good morning at my place.
That's right. Got sun coming through.